Hey guys, this is the Programming Geek coming back with your fourth video out of many on web design. Of course, in this tutorial series, we're going to create a website called Geeky Tees in which we can sell our Geeky Tees. So, right now, if we go to our web browser and on apple.com, you see that at the top, there's a navigation pane. So, if I have to click on iPhone, you come to the iPhone, or iPad, you go to iPad. The problem is that we need one for our site too. If we were to go to our website and open up the file, then we would see that there's no navigation. So no one knows, for example, what locations and hours are, and for example, what our teas are, what we sell. So we're gonna want to create a navigation pane and then link it to different HTML files in order to make sure that when people click on it, they can navigate to that. So let's go back to our HTML file. And since this is part of the content on the website, we're going to put it into the body. So right after the paragraph, let's skip a line and open up something called an unordered list. This is pretty much the navigation we're going to be using. UL, which is what we're going to be putting in, stands for unordered list. And of course, on the next line, we're going to put end unordered list. Inside of this, we're going to be creating our list or our navigation pane in which we have the different links that we want to put in. So we're going to open something and close it, and it's going to be called LI for list and end LI. Inside of that, put whatever you want. For example, home. So later on, when we link it, when people click on it, they'll navigate to the home screen. This is meant so that when people are on other pages, they can come back to the home screen in case they want to. So if we were to copy that and paste it and then put about and then save that out, go back to the web browser and reload, you have this. So let's create the other view. We're just going to copy this, paste it, and then of course put in the rest of the navigation. Tees, location, and hours, and then contact us. Save that out, reload the page, and all of them should appear. But we come across a problem. In our location hours, we include something called and, or the ampersand. The problem is though, the ampersand has a different function in HTML files in which you can use it to call something. For example, when you have the unordered list, the letters UL have a different function. But so does the and sign. That's why it's highlighted in pink. So HTML has clearly come up with a solution for this. What you do is put and, which is just a coincidence, and then write AMP, standing for ampersand, and then a semicolon. You can see that it turns purple, meaning that HTML is telling you that it knows that the ampersand has some other function in it, so it gives you the and ampersand with the semicolon to symbolize that it's going to turn out as an ampersand. Now, this is mainly a problem for older browsers. On newer ones such as Google Chrome and Safari, Google Chrome will be able to recognize the problem and fix it for you so you won't have to do anything. But let's say that someone using Internet Explorer from a few years ago, then the problem might mess up the navigation pane. So we just want to solve for problems that might happen. So if we save that out and reload the page, you shouldn't see a difference. But of course, if you're using an older browser, you will. But now we come across another thing. These are not linked at all. So we need to make them so that they're links so that when someone clicks on them, it can navigate to that page in the website. So let's go back to our Sublime Text. Anytime you want to create a link, for example, if you have an image and if you want someone to click on that image and go to a certain site, or if anything you want to create a link for, all you have to do is put the link bracket around it. What you do is you put two brackets around whatever you want to link and you write href, which stands for hyperlink reference, equals, and then for now we're just going to put the hashtags or the number symbol, which symbolizes a temporary replacement for the HTML file we're going to be putting in later. And then of course right after that we're going to put end A. Make sure that this entire piece of code is between your list so that it knows that that part's linked. But of course, once we create the next HTML file, for example, the teas HTML file, which shows all our teas, we could write teas.html so that when someone clicked on it, it would go to that page. But for now, since we haven't created that, we're just going to put the number sign as a temporary replacement. Save that out, go back to it, and right now you can see when we go here, there's nothing there. Right, here's index.html. Reload the page, and now home has turned into a link. That's why it's purple and underlined. When you click on it, you can see the number sign pop up from which we put in from our HTML file. So let's just link everything else now. So we'll link the about, and then we'll link the teas, then we'll end it. Save that out, reload, and you see that all of them have become links. So just as a quick overview of what we went into on this tutorial, first we created an unordered list, which mainly means that it's going to be our navigation pane. There's also something called an order list, which is OL, but that's for a later video. And inside our unordered list, we created, of course, everything that we wanted to be linked, which LI stands for, the list. Inside of that, we put whatever we wanted, such as home, about, teas, location, and then we linked it with href equals number. Cool, guys. Thanks.